For people living in rural areas, nurses are often the first, if not the only, point of contact for healthcare. Ironically, these health personnel who cover wide areas have to travel on motorbike for hours to reach their patients. It is even more challenging when they have to work in makeshift structures with little or no basic logistics. JoyNews' Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin tells a story of a community health nurse in Bawku in the Upper East region who braces through thick forest known as gunpoint to attend to patients in the Binduri districts.
Meet 28-year-old Emma. She's getting ready for her journey to Atuba to provide healthcare to rural people.
It's very tiresome because sometimes when you get to the roadside, you see from to the bush. It's very scary.
We set off alongside Engsing at about 7 a.m. Monday. We went on a Toyota pickup while she rode her personal motorbike she bought for 3,200 cedis in 2017. A native of Takrad in the western region, Engsing was posted to Binduri district after training at the Community Health Nursing School at Eziama. Riding on a long, dusty, winding rural road is a daunting task for the young women like her. It is already 8 a.m., but we still have a long distance to cover. A journey that will take a male rider less than 30 minutes takes Engsing an hour, sometimes more. We are approaching Gang Point, where many people are said to have been robbed day and night.
This is Avondago forest, and anytime that I'm riding this motor alone, when I get to this forest, I'm very scared because we've heard a lot of armed robbery cases, snatching motors and all that. Sometimes it got to a day an animal crossed me in this forest and I have to fall down from this motor. So anytime that I get to this, I'm very, very scared.
We engage some road users here who have strange feelings about using this stretch.
I travel on this road to Atoba to always buy my guinea fowls and fowls. But it's always risky for me to always pass in this fowl because of the armed robbers on the road. So I always think that if they always get us a security, they will always guide this road or build as a barrier so that it will be more secure to always pass here to do my job.
Engsing further explains her bad experience.
I have passed here around 6 o'clock and it was the worst experience in my life. And a small insect falling into my eye. That was the day that an animal crossed me.
Every day, Engsing stops over at Binduri Health Center to pick up some vaccines because there's no storage system and electricity at her duty post.
You see, because my chief's compound, there is no accommodation and there is lights in the community and there is no lights in the chief's compound. We don't have a vaccine fridge. We don't have a vaccine, so I used to pick vaccine from the DHA and come and put it in another sub-district fridge. So when it's time for me to go for outreach like that, I have to pass to Binduri, pick the vaccine before I proceed to Atoba Chief's compound to offer service to the mothers at Atoba. So because of that, it really affects our work. Sometimes we have to go during the hot season like this, when you get there and it's like the ice packs are not all that chilled enough for you to use it, and the potency of the vaccine, you will lose the potency of the vaccine too.
The hassle on the road continues. Here we are finally at Atuba Chief's compound, which serves hundreds of people. There's always a queue of expectant and nursing mothers, as well as other patients before Engsing arrives. They travel on foot over a dozen miles to see the nurse and 2 other colleagues.
My name is Hamidu Aisha. We came here early in the morning. We are not seeing them. Some people came here 6. We are not getting them, so we are suffering here.
Sometimes we always come and sit here. We can even come and delay here. We don't know whether because the nurses, they don't have a room here, they will come late. Some of us, we farm at Naf Kolga. So if you come and they are not there, we can't sit. We have to go.
Engsing finds it very challenging, but she's convinced somebody must do this job.
Static like this, a day I can attend to about 150 women, 150 to 200 women in a day if it's static. But outreaches is when we get to outreaches 30, 40. It depends on the community. Some communities have more population, some too have less population.
They are the only government health workers, but they take the challenge in their stride. Every day, mothers and their children come to join them in pain. The CHIPS compound is just like those in many other rural communities. This building was a restaurant and later converted into a CHIPS compound. At night, there are always emergencies, and one of the nurses who lodges in the community cannot attend to them because there is no electricity. The facility has to remain closed even when a woman in labor walks there during the weekend. And while the Atuba CHIPS compound gives a ray of hope for the people whose only other option is traditional medicine, it remains ill-equipped. Hippolyte Yeleduo is the district director of health.
Time is of essence when we have to, if we have to curtail serious outcomes, health outcomes. Deaths and then complications. So it is important that we have the midwives stationed at facilities close to the population.
It is almost impossible for somebody seated in an air-conditioned boardroom to understand what the health workers go through in such deprived areas. They feel it, they know it. Mahmoud Mohammed report for JoyNews.